Okay, hello again, it's Bart here for Budget Bart. We're gonna get back onto these front hubs, and what has actually worked out pretty good. I've managed to get these bearings sitting in here. Remember that one, I think it was this one here, that was loose. I managed to shim it and get it in there, and it fits really good, same as this one. So now we have bearings in both ends of both of them. We've put studs in so for locking it onto the wheel, so that's all done. So these here are finished, so that's good. We've actually got something finished, and they look pretty cool. They seem to be a reasonable size inside this wheel. They seem to fit in there pretty good, and they just, they just sit there nicely. So what we have to do now, well, too nicely, look, it doesn't want to come out. There we go. Right, what we have to do now is make an axle to go in there and long enough to sit out here. So I've got these here that my friend that gave me these also gave me this, which is an old pin that he had lying around. So we're going to turn this into an axle to go in there. Joys, let's hope everything goes alright and we get it right. We'll start off with a small size, and then if that goes wrong we can keep cranking along. So these here, we'll get that sorted out and we'll move on. I'll just move the camera for us. Okie doke, we're back. Set up, we've got first one to go in. I think I'll just turn it down from that end, and we'll just, otherwise, yeah, we'll just turn it that one. Right, let's get going. I'll just sit that in there for now. I'll need a ruler, which is down here. I should have had that out. Which will measure just how long we have to go. So we have our wheel, and we will need our axle to at least stick out past there. 80mm. So that won't be too bad. We'll do our first one will be our small one. Our small diameter, which of course Bart hasn't brought the verniers with him, has he? To measure this. So we're going to do this one first. So we only have to go through 20, so we want to stick out a little bit as well. 40mm to start with. Okay, we're back. I've got my goggles on. And we need to measure the inside. And we need to, right. 0, and I think it's around about, what's it going to be? Oops, something happened. Well, that's not right. Oh, that's better. Okay, so we measure this hole at, I would say, it's on the wrong thing, I think. Yep, it was on inches, not metric. Thought that was a bit odd. Alright, now that's better. So that's going to be around about 12mm. Okay, we want a nice fit, not too tight and not too loose. Let's see how we get on. Alright, first things first. Make sure nothing's going to fall down. Put those glasses up there. Okay. I don't need that sticking out that far. So we'll tuck them in a little bit. Alright. Here we go. This is why I checked that, because I hadn't tightened it up. Alright. shape that tool. It's a little bit not cutting how I want it to. So we'll just go and regrind this tool, and I shall come back. Okay, we're back. Let's see how we get on. Oh, yep. I reckon when that sinks down, she's probably going to do in. Right, we'll leave that for now. We'll turn this other end down to 10mm to about there, so that we can put a thread on. We want a slightly smaller thread so that when we bite up on it, it's not going to crush the bearing and it can still turn freely. It's a shame I can't do 12. 12 would have been a lot better. But then I have to put a nylock nut on it. No, we'll do it the way I was going to plan. So I'll get this down to 10. Down to about there. I need... oh, it's not here. Okay. Right, I'll just duck away, it's not here. What I'm looking for, it's probably... Yep. My marker. I was looking for my marker. So we know the bearing's about 10mm thick. So we can have a little bit to play with, so we'll come down to there. And that gives me all that thread. I can cut it off if I need to. Alright. That's where we'll go. I'll mark the shafts. I like to put this in the same place each time. That's why I mark them. Right, I'll get that down to 10. Yep. Look at that, perfect. Well, nearly, we'll just take a bit more. Fine, that will be absolutely fine. Okay, we'll get a lead on here. What we have to do now is turn this part down to fit this. So we know that there was around 20 something, wasn't it? Was it 22, wasn't it? Yeah, 22. And the bearing, I think, is around about 14 or 15. Yeah, 15. So we've got to get that from 22 down to 15. And we want to get it here we go. Take this off. Oh. Just drag that out a bit. And we need to go pretty much to where it is. So I don't need this to go all the way back there. It doesn't really matter, just as long as it gets up on there to there. And I would say somewhere about there would be good. Let's see. Oh, I know what we can do. Measure it this way. Set it on there. Something flat. Right, set it on there. And then if we go across there, we will be able to measure it. Right. And our distance will be about 47. So 47 from there to there. So 47 is about from there to that back edge there is 47. So we want this front part to be around about there, so that when we do the nut up, we tighten up on that and nut on the bearing. So we might as well, so the good thing about it is we've got plenty to play with, and we can work it out so that it works pretty good. So, oh well, we might as well just go 47, eh? To start with. No, we'll do 45. Okay, we'll go back 45. From that front edge there. Okay. Around that there. Alright. Let's hook into it. Ooh, it's hot. Let's see what we got. I'm hoping it's still over 15, so when it cools down, it'll go, yep. Ooh, 15.04. That's perfect. When that cools down, we'll let that cool down and we'll see where we're at. It's half the problem sometimes. I have it right on the money and it's hot, and when metal's hot it expands, so that it may end up being closer than you think. So through to there, through to there. I think we're going to have to take a bit more off it. Oh, I was silly, I should have gone more. Then I could have just taken it out of this here, brought it closer. That would have made life, that would have been way better. I can see it's going to be about there. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, it doesn't cool down quick enough, does it? Okay, what we'll do now is I'll just mark him again. Alright, we'll take him out, we'll let him cool down, and we'll start the other one. Gee, that was not very top, Mr. Alright, we'll let that cool down. And we'll get on to the second one. Got the second one here. Actually, you probably don't need to dokie, as you can see, I've come back, I've done the axles, both of them, and here they are. I'll just show you the one. I've put a thread on here. I've just done a 10mm normal thread in case I use a nylock nut on there. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to make some slightly bigger nuts so that, and I can drill a hole for a split pin. I'm not sure if that'll work because being inside here, she's a bit tight in there, but we'll have to have a look. So at the moment, here they are, and they're both exactly the same. We may cut that down, I'm not sure, but here we have our two front axles. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, two of our front axles, just like that. And what we've got to do now, which I'll probably do tomorrow, I'll keep it in this video as well, hopefully. We have to make this, and we'll put them on there so that that will turn. And then that'll go inside there. And then this will go on here. And then these will be on here. Hopefully. We'll see how we go tomorrow on that, eh? At the moment, that'll do for today. And I'll come back tomorrow. Hey, I'm back here with another part. I'm going to turn these down so that this bit of Teflon, or I'm not sure, or nylon or whatever it is, to fit in there. So that I'm trialling this to, instead of using a bearing, I'm going to make these little things here up. So we'll get in and we'll make one and we'll see what happens. I'm just using a 10mm bolt in here. I actually already trialled one. I had a go at making one, and that's pretty much what I've made there. So it comes along, up and down. You know, it's nice tight fit, press hard in there. And then we'll run a bolt down through, and that's what it's going to swing on, hopefully. We'll find out. Experiment. It's either going to be a fail or a success. Let's find out. Right, so I'll show you how I made the first one. Rightio, let's see what we got. $34.6. $34.0. 34.1. I think we'll leave it at that. The outside measurement's not as critical as the next one, so that will be fine. And our measurement from here to here is, well, that's a fluke, that's 20mm. I didn't even measure that when I was doing it. That's dead on 20mm. Okay. So let's take a millimetre off it. Still the same day too. I know these are all the same thickness because of what I took it off. I just hope I haven't gone too far. Couldn't see because of all the stuff wrapped around the place. Looks like I've gone too far. 21. Oh, won't matter too much. I can do one at 21 on one and one at... Wraps around when you're trying to work. Can't see a thing. Look at it. It's good, but it's horrible stuff. Right. What are we at there? Okay, it's not much there. Right, we're under 20. this way better. Right, that's another one done. Oop, I don't need that, I just need this. Oh God. Dropsies, I've got the dropsies today all over the place. Don't need that up there. Right. There we go, that's number 2. Sweet. Rightio, that's working remarkably well. There we go, we've got 2, so it's 1 for the top and 1 for the bottom. So they'll go like that, go like that, push them in. I also have to turn this here down to fit in here. So we've got to get that to fit in there with the 5mm at each end. So this has got to be a lot smaller because we've got to allow for the thickness, that thickness there. We've got to allow for that there. So that'll be, tomorrow's job will be that. I'll just finish these off and we'll shut that one down till tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Yep. Hello, I'm back again. It's been a few days. I had a few other things I had to do last week. So we're back onto this. So what I've done is, I think we did these axles. And I just wanted to show you, I put a nut on there, we've got hardly any movement in there, and we're going to make these to fit in there. Okay, so these are going to go in here, so that these go on. So we've got to work on all of that so we can put these on there. Yeah, so what I'll do that in the next one, and I'll say goodbye now for this one. I know it's just a short turnaround, and we'll get into the new one next time, when we hope to get these done and the spindles put onto here, and we'll look at showing you what we've got to do. I put a nut on here, but I need to make some slightly longer nuts because these are quite short that way. So I want to be able to put notches in them so I can put a split pin in so they don't fall out. I don't want them falling out. So I found this stuff which is the same size as that nut there, and we just got to make them a little bit longer. So we'll do that next time too. It all takes time, so hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot.